Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Krishna Hare Krishna Rama Hare Rama Rama Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Stottar Sapasri Srimad Avaya Charanarvinda His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Gaur Premanandi Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaivam Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirayet Nashtavrayeshtu Avadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatir Uttama Sloki Bhaktir Bhavati Naistuki Yam Syanubhavam Akilam Sukisharamekam Madhyatma Deepam Atitir Satam Tamundam Samsarina Karunayaha Purana Guyam Tam Vyasasonam Upayami Gurur Muninam. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, the creation of fourth order, chapter 24, chanting the song sung by Lord Shiva, text number 30. Atha Bhagavata Yoyam Priyasta Bhagavan Yatha Namad Bhagavata Nam Cha Priyananyosti Karhichit Atha Bhagavata Yoyam Priyastha Bhagavan Yatha Namad Bhagavata Nam Cha Priyananyosti Karhichit Atha Bhagavata Yuyam Priyasta Bhagavan Yatha Namat Bhagavata Nam Cha Priyananyosti Karhechit. Please. Yatha Bhagavata Yuyam Priyastha Bhagavan Yatha Namad Bhagavata Nam Cha Priyananyosti Karhechit.
Atha Bhagavata Yuyam Priyastha Bhagavan Yatha
Priyastha Bhagavan Yatha
Namad Bhagavatanam Cha
Bhagavatanam Cha
Priyananyosti Karhechit.
Priyananyosti Karhechit. Priyastha Bhagavan Yatha Namad Bhagavatanam Cha Priyananyosti Karhechit. That is right. Go ahead. Yatha Bhagavatam Priyastha Bhagavan Yatha Namad Bhagavatanam Cha Priyananyosti Karhechit. Atha Bhagavata Yuyam Priyastha Bhagavan Yatha Namad Bhagavatanam Cha Priyananyosti Karhechit. Atha, therefore, Bhagavata, devotees, Yuyam, all of you, Priyaha, very dear to me, Stha, you are Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yatha, as, no, neither, mat, than me, Bhagavatanam, of the devotees, cha, also, Priyan, very dear, Anya, others, Asti, there is, Karhichit, at any time. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. You are all devotees of Lord, and you are as respectable as the Supreme Personality. I know in this way that the devotees also respect me, and that I am dear to them. Thus, no one can be as dear to the devotees as I am. Please repeat. You are all devotees of the Lord, and as such, I appreciate that you are as respectable as the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. I know in this way that the devotees also respect me, and that I am dear to them. Thus, no one can be as dear to the devotees as I am. Purport. It is said, Vaisnavanam yatha sambhu. Lord Shiva is the best of all devotees. Therefore, all devotees of Lord Krishna are also devotees of Lord Shiva. In Vrindavana, there is Lord Shiva's temple called Gopiswara. The gopis used to worship not only Lord Shiva but Katyayani or Durga as well. But their aim was to attain the favor of Lord Krishna. A devotee of Lord Krishna does not disrespect Lord Shiva, but worships Lord Shiva as the most exalted devotee of Lord Krishna. Consequently, whenever a devotee worships Lord Shiva, he prays to Lord Shiva to achieve the favor of Krishna, and he does not request material profit. In Bhagavad Gita 7:20, it is said that generally people worship demigods for some material profit. Driven by material lust, they worship demigods. But a devotee never does so, for he is never driven by material lust. That is the difference between a devotee's respect for Lord Shiva and an asura's respect to him. The asura worships Lord Shiva, takes some benediction from him, misuses the benediction, and ultimately is killed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who awards his liberation. Because Lord Shiva is a great devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he loves all the devotees of the Supreme Lord. Lord Shiva told the Prachetas that because they were devotees of the Lord, he loved them very much. Lord Shiva was not kind and merciful only to the Prachetas. Anyone who is a devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is very dear to Lord Shiva. Not only are the devotees dear to Lord Shiva, but he respects them as much as he respects the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Similarly, devotees of the Supreme Lord also worship Lord Shiva as the most dear devotees of Lord Krishna. They do not worship him as a separate personality of Godhead. It is stated in the list of Nama Aparadas that it is an offense to think that the chanting of the whole name of Hari and the chanting of Hara or Shiva are the same. The devotees must always know that Lord Vishnu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and that Lord Shiva is his devotee. A devotee should be offered respect on the level of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and sometimes even more respect. Indeed, Lord Rama, the Personality of Godhead himself, sometimes worshipped Lord Shiva. If a devotee is worshipped by the Lord, why should a devotee not be worshipped by other devotees on the same level with the Lord? This is the conclusion. From this verse, it appears that Lord Shiva blesses the asuras simply for the sake of formality. Actually, he loves one who is devoted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshu Umlitam Ena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayan Dadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalan Sri Guru Vaisnavam Sri Rupam Sagrajatan Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sava Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhan Vitam Scha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhan Sute Devi Pranamami Haripi Go Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namini Vancha Kalpataru Vaksha Kripa Sindhu Vyaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavim Namaha Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatharini Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Something is going on here. I'm very careful. Atha Bhagavata Yuyam Priyasta Bhagavan Yatha Namat Bhagavatanam Cha Priyananyosti Karhichit. Lord Shiva is speaking to the Prachitas. Prachitas are the dear son of the king, great king. And they are traveling through the universe and reaching to the abode of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, the word Shiva itself is auspicious. Sometimes Lord Krishna or Vishnu is also addressed as Lord Shiva because Krishna is the most auspicious personality. So that name sometimes denote to Krishna himself as well. And Lord Shiva is another different personality. Srimad Bhagavatam conclude that Ganga ke among all the rivers, Mother Ganga is the topmost river. Among all the Puranas, all the scriptures, Bhagavat Purana is the best, topmost Purana. And among all the Vaishnavas, devotees, Lord Shiva is the topmost devotees. Nimna Gana Yatha Ganga. Nimna Gana Yatha Ganga. Gana Yatha Ganga, yes. Purananam idam bhagavatam tatha. Vaishnavanam tatha sambhu, yes, like that. So Lord Shiva's position is like that. It's very complicated topic to understand, Lord Shiva. Normally simply people understand Lord Shiva as living in a crematorium area, smearing ashes in his body, following by so many bhutas, pretas, and all these weird beings. And like that, they think it is always maybe taking some ganja, hashish. People imitate. Oh, right, Sambhu. If you go to India, Nepal, big mass of people, population, they smoke ganja. Jai Sambhu, Har Har Mahadev, like that. They act as if they are Lord Shiva. Is completely very deep offense to the Lord, to the Supreme Lord. Lord Shiva. And in some places in Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Shiva is addressed as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So it's really not easy topic to understand. But Lord Shiva, according to he himself is speaking here, he says, I am the devotee of my Lord. Anyone who is devoted to my Lord is very dear to me as well. Even I respect more to the devotees, sometimes than the Supreme Lord himself. So this is the position of the Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva is always accompanying the Lord whenever he comes to the material world to perform the pastimes. Suppose if the president goes to visit some other country, can I follow the president? Only someone who is very dear, very close, very highly important personalities, they accompany the visit of president, because they are very strategically, diplomatically, very important personalities to implement some laws or to implement some policies or to bring some message to the world. So, in a similar way, when Sri Krishna comes to perform his pastime to the material world, Lord Shiva comes as well, because we can understand how important and how higher personality Lord Shiva is. And he always protects his devotees. Like Prabhupada mentioned in Vrindavan Dham, there is a beautiful Shiva temple, very, very huge Shiva temple in the center of the Vrindavan, which is called Gopeshwara. Gopi, Ishwara of the Gopis. Gopeshwar Mahadev. So, Gopeshwar Mahadev would go to worship Lord Shiva, praying that please remove all the obstacles in our life in our attempt to attain Sri Krishna. Please, Mahadev, you are so kind, you are so merciful. Please bless us so that we can have some favor of our Lord, Sri Krishna. Along with that, all the gopis would do a very severe fast in the month of winter time, in November or December, sometime after Kartik, or maybe before Kartik. Go to Katayani, Mother Katayani, Durga Devi, in the bank of Yamuna, before even sunrise in the morning. Go to the Yamuna, take cold shower, and worship with all the paraphernalia to Mother Durga Katayani, and ask the same thing. Please bestow Sri Krishna as our beloved husband. So there are two ways of worship. One is a Vedic Paddhati. One is Pancharatra Paddhati. In Vedic Paddhati of worship, people worship all the demigods along with Lord Vishnu. This is called Panchayana Puja. Panchayana, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, Goddess Durga, Lord Ganesha. Who else? Vishnu, Shiva, Durga, Ganesh. Who else? Some energy. Okay. Lakshmi, maybe Lakshmi. Lakshmi. So that is how in Vedic Paddhati people worship. Even though they still know that Lord Vishnu is the supreme personality of Godhead, they worship Vishnu along with his other energies. All the demigods are but Krishna's energies, Krishna's devotees. So they pay the respect to the energy, energetic, Shakti and Shaktiman. They worship that way. But in Pancharatra Paddhati Vidhi worship, it is a little different. They worship only Vishnu Tattas, and they worship through spiritual master, Guru. So if you go to Madhvacharya temple, even today in India, they follow the same Vedic worship. They do not worship all these demigods thinking they are the supreme Lord, but they are the devotees of Lord. So this is how they give respect. Even today in Madhva Sampradaya temple in India. But Naradiya Pancharatrika Vidhi is a little different. And we mainly focus on worshipping Vishnu, Krishna, Radha Krishna, Lakshmi Narayan, Sitaram, and other things like that. And Lord Shiva is very easy to please. So all these unqualified people who are in the mode of dark ignorance, they like to come and get some favor from Lord Shiva. So if we see all the big demons like Ravana, Kamsa, other personalities, all these Rakshasas, Asuras, they worship Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva doesn't mind them. He still loves them. They give them some favor. The meaning of Rakshasas and Asuras, what is the difference between Rakshasas and Asuras? Anyone can tell? It looks similar, but there is a difference.
One can fly, good stuff.
Yeah? One thing is food stuff. Prabhuji said the difference between asuras and rakshasas is food stuff. Food eating. They eat different.
Just the main difference that Suras worship the Supreme Lord and Asuras don't.
Rakshasas don't.
Rakshasas.
Yeah, they are both in a way similar, but according to the definition, Rakta Vaksa iti Rakshasa. One who enjoys the blood. Rakta means blood. The Prabhuji was talking about the food. Rakshasas, they enjoy the flesh and blood. And what is the opposite of Asura? Sura. Who are Sura? Demigod are Suras, are called Suras. But if you see the meaning, go deep to the meaning of the Sura. Sura means what? Like in music. In music, this word Sura comes. If somebody is singing without proper melody, proper tune, proper things, this is like, oh, you are singing Asura. Right? Besura. Sura means your harmony, your peace, your spiritual, peaceful life. Someone who comes and destroy your harmony and peace and causes so many disturbances, they are called Asuras, Asurim Chaiva. So one who enjoys the blood and the barbaric people and they're doing all kind of nasty things, they are Rakshasas. Asura they think they are God themselves, they are very powerful and they can destroy or they can do anything they want to the community, to the people in the peaceful devotee community. They are called Asuras. So these Asuras, these Rakshasas also take shelter of Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva bless them. But these people misuse the power. But doesn't mean that Lord Shiva only loves them. He is always in union with Lord Krishna and his devotees. He always takes care of his devotees at all time. So there is a little beautiful pastime in Vrindavan when Lord Sri Krishna was there, when he came. Baby Krishna was loved by everybody. There were a lot of people visiting him every day. And so many people would come. And among those people, sometimes big Rakshasas, Asuras would come as well in order to kill Krishna. They would try to, they were deployed by Kamsa to find out and kill this baby, this bad boy who is going to kill me. But none of his attempt successful. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Moghasa, Moga Karmanam, Moga Karma Justus. Anything you do, any activities you perform against me or without me, the result is complete failure, complete fail, big fail. You will never be successful in establishing your principle, in establishing your hopes, in establishing your so-called knowledge. If I am not there and if it is not for me, everything fails, everything destroys. Moga means that is something destroyable. So one of the Krishna's name is? No, related to Moga. If we add one word to Moga, then it becomes Krishna's name. Amoga Lila. We have a devotee called Amoga Lila in India. Very famous devotee. Amoga means Krishna. Moga means not Krishna. So, Krishna is greeted by so many people. One day, Lord Shivaji disguised himself in a Babaji form. Long hair, torn out clothes, some Rudraksha mala, beads, Rudraksha beads, and comes to see Krishna. Because he loves Krishna so much and Krishna loves him so much. That is the internal relationship between Krishna and his devotees. It's very unique and very close and very intimate. No one can even imagine that how close the devotee and Lord are in their relationship. That is why this Bhakti Yoga is unveiling our hidden, our true relationship with Krishna by the process of chanting Hare Krishna. So once we reach that stage, we purify ourselves from this contaminated stage, coming out from the different modes of nature. As we advance slowly and gradually, we are revealed, that relationship is revealed to us, and we start feeling, my Lord, I am so fallen, I'm so fallen, you are great, you are my master. So many lifetimes I gave up to you and I never recognized you. I thought I am the Supreme Lord. I tried so many then. This is how devotees feel very humble. The main reason to be humble is because they understand that they have really ignored the Lord. This humbleness just doesn't come just artificially. One has to realize within his heart that how fallen and how unfortunate I am. I was so far away from the Lord for many, many lifetimes, and knowingly, unknowingly, I offended the Lord. Jiva Goswami mentioned in Priti Sandarbha, the main irsya, envy that we have is in ordinary sense, we have this envious nature towards the God, but Jiva Goswami points out that we are envious of devotees. That is the biggest offense we can ever commit, because we are envious of devotees. We are envious of Lord. When we are envious of devotees of the Lord or the Lord directly, then Maya comes in the picture to punish us. But Maya itself or herself is not bad. Maya always takes shelter of Lord Krishna. She is always taking shelter because she is one of the Krishna's energies. But many times devotees think, oh, Maya is bad, you are in Maya. Maya is not bad. Maya is doing her job to those who do not obey the laws of God. As long as you are a good citizen, the police department is not a problem for you. You can say, hi, officers, how are you doing today? If you do not have driver license and driving, oh my God, there is a police officer. Let me turn this right so that he doesn't see me. It's not a problem in him, but problem in me, because I am a bad person. So Maya always sees after the living being that the universal law is that everyone should follow the law of God. Everyone should pay respect to the Supreme Lord. Everyone should abide their life by the principle of Dharma. And as long as one does that, Maya does not have any business. Maya have no job. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur has explained that how Maya hunt on us by thirst, hunger, all kind of 6 different things. We are always thirsty, we are very hungry. This is Maya's hunt trick on us. But sadhus, nindra ahara bihara kadi bijito, the real devotee who take complete shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord, they conquer over nindra, sleeping, ahara, eating, bihara means sense gratification, adi means etc., bijito means they conquer it. They don't care about all these things. Bodily needs is least important for them. It doesn't mean they sustain without any eating, but they are not after all kind of these things. Srila Prabhupada only would sleep few hours at night time. Old age, 70 years old, would write. Suppose if we make some vow in our life, okay, from tomorrow, I try to wake up every day at 3 and come to the temple and chant. One day we are successful. Maybe second day we have a little bit enthusiasm, we can do it. From third day, oh, it's too much for me. I had a work and a good excuse. Come on, guys, let me wake up at 4. Or maybe something 4:30. Or I'll be no problem if I miss today. This is what we are. But Prabhupada would have his regular schedule every single day. All the Goswamis, they would just take a few minute nap under the tree and then would be busy in discussing and preaching the signs of Krishna consciousness in Vrindavan. Madhavendra Puri, he would not cook for himself, and he would only reach out 5 people in a day. If 5 people, among the 5 people, if somebody voluntarily offer him, he eats. If not, then he doesn't go third, 6th person. That's fine. Kavi, in Hindi it is said, there's a saying that Kavi ghee ghana, kavi muthi chana, kavi obi mana. Meaning, sometimes you have a food cooked in a very rich ghee, very nice feast. Sometimes like a handful of gram or any beans. Sometimes even that is not. That is the position of devotees. They conquer over all these bodily necessities at some point when they are spiritually very advanced and very close to God. Because their main focus and attention is with Krishna. That prema rasa is so sweet. Bhakti Gaur Krishna Das Babaji, when there was a big feast and big festival, he would chastise people. What is going on here? I thought you all are coming here to enjoy the feast of holy name, but you are thinking about your belly and cooking big feast. What kind of nonsense this is? That was the position of pure devotees. But we cannot imitate that. So when we understand the position of a devotees, and we stop offending other devotees, because committing offense to the devotees, it really hurts Krishna himself. If Krishna is always ever in pain because of our activities, when we hurt or when we commit offenses to the devotees, that really hurt Krishna. And Krishna says that directly in Puranas, that one who thinks is my devotee is really not my devotee. But one who is the devotee of my devotee is my real devotee. So position of Lord Shiva is like that. And if somebody offend the devotees and try to go back to Godhead, it is said that Lord Shiva stop that person. Hey, you cannot go. I'm sorry. You are not eligible. And if someone is really a great devotee of Lord Shiva, he is certain to come to Lord Vishnu someday. We have a Lord Pasupatinath in Nepal. The whole country is our Aradhya Dev, a worshipable deity is Lord Shiva. The whole Nepal's Aradhya Dev. All the Indian people, they visit Lord Shiva. And when they go to all the 4 major holy dham in India, Lord Vishnu's dham, their yatra is not completed unless they come and have darshan of Lord Shiva. It's a great Vaishnava. And our devotee has big stories that, I got inspiration from Lord Shiva that to come to Krishna consciousness. It's very intimate. So, and many Prabhupada is talking here about, how devotees approach demigods, their intention, their motivation is clearly discussing. Material people, they always approach demigods for some material gain, better life, some Lakshmi, education, health, knowledge, and all kind of things. But devotees have pure intention to go that, my dear Lord Shiva, my dear Ganesha, my dear Mother Durga, please give me some Shakti, some intelligence, so that I can understand Krishna better. I can have my unflinching love and devotion to Krishna. This is the mood of the devotee. So in doing so, there is no problem. We can still reach out the demigods and seek their blessings, because they are very highly elevated personalities, and a special service are awarded to them by Lord, because they are such person. And Lord Ganesh, today is birthday of Lord Ganesha, appearance day of Lord Ganesh. And all these scriptures, Bhagavatam, all these Puranas, all the Vedas are written by Ganesha. He is the divine son of Lord Shiva and son of Mother Parvati and brother of, what is his brother's name? Kartikeya. He is a writer. He wrote all this. So in Hindu parampara, in Hindu culture, whenever they do any kind of blessing, worship, a ritual, they always worship Ganesha first. Lord Ganesha is a great devotee of Lord Nrsimhadev. Do you know that? From Lord Nrsimhadev, Ganesha receives a transcendental knowledge. In Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahmaji has explained that Lord Ganesha always holds the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Yatpada pallava yugam binidhaya kumbha dvande pranama samaya saganadiraja vignan bihanti malamasya jagatrayasya govindamadi purukham tamaham bhajami. Can you find that verse, Prabhu? Dr. Indupati, Prabhu?
I'm trying.
Yeah, look at it. Yat pada pallava is a beautiful verse Lord Brahma recited in Brahma Samhita. Pada pallava means pada lotus feet.
What's his name in Brahma Samhita? His name.
Ganadiraja. Saganadiraja. I don't know if it is 529 or Brahma Samhita. Look up there. Yat pada pallava biniyuga. I don't have my phone. Oh, I could look. Yeah.
At 50.
550. Read the translation, please. Yeah.
I adore the primal Lord Govinda, whose lotus feet are always held by Ganesha. Upon the fear of tumuli protruding from the elephant head, in order to obtain power for his function of destroying all the obstacles on the path of provision of the three worlds.
Yeah, Lord Ganesh destroys the obstacles of the devotees and he attained that power from Sri Krishna. He is holding obstacles. Yes. See, this is the position of all the demigods. They are great personalities. And they are praised by great personality like Lord Brahma himself. So, this is all about what we are going here. And the best thing, Sri Sri Gaur Nitai ki jai. The best thing to be away from Maya's attack is to abide by the Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga. Maya will not touch us. But if we violate the rules, if we fail to comply with the, acharana, sadachar, rules and regulations given in the scriptures, then Maya comes in the picture. So this is all about Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada explained everything very clearly, gives all the ideas about how, why, and why people go to the demigods, and what should be the real motive to demigods. So it is all here. If anyone has any questions or comments, we have a few minutes to discuss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. You're so beautiful class. Thank you so much. One question I have. In Srimad Bhagavatam, you just told in 12th canto, 13th chapter, 16 verses actually there. Nimna ganam yatha ganga, devanam atsuto tatha, vaishnavanam yatha shambhu, purananam idam tatha. Right? Okay, so Nimna ganam yatha ganga means out of rivers, right? Ganges river, Ganga river, right? That's the largest it's here, right?
It's not largest.
Yeah,
It's the best among the rivers.
most auspicious.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So in that aspect, we have to understand, right? Otherwise, Amazon is the largest either.
It's not the size.
Oh yeah. In auspiciousness, in the feeling of auspiciousness, I think, right?
In the best among all.
Best. This is because of coming from spiritual world.
Right. It came through the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Right. All right.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Any other questions? Any comments? Prabhu, thank you so much for coming this morning. Very good. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, can you explain why it's such a great offense to imitate Lord Shiva? You mentioned.
Yeah.
I will.
Imitation of anything is not good. Anusaran and Anukaran, there are two words in Sanskrit. Anukaran means imitation.
Anukaran means?
Imitation, right?
Yeah.
And Anusaran means to follow. To follow. So, people normally imitate Lord Shiva doing all kind of drug abuse. These are like drug addiction. They do that. But Lord Shiva is not a smoker. Not at all. He's not enjoying smoking like all this. That like Lord Shiva is very, very merciful to the living being. When they were churning the ocean between demigods and demons, so big amount of poison came out from that churning, and Lord Vishnu was very much worried about the living being because that poison was really poisonous. That could kill the whole population. So he immediately recognized that if you reach out to Lord Shiva, he is so kind and compassionate, he cannot see the suffering of the living being. He can help you out, cleaning up this poison. So he was drinking that poison, and this is what Lord Shiva is. But foolish people think that Lord Shiva is a smoker, he enjoys the ganja, let us do that as well. So this is really offense, a big offense without understanding the position of Lord Shiva and just doing like that for our own fun, own gratification is a big offense. Like some people try to become Krishna, they dresses up. If you go to India in Janmashtami time, they think my son, my baby is Krishna, let him. This is also is offense or not offense, but people take it very cheaply always.
There's something in our Western culture which is similar to what you're saying about Shiva, or it's reminding me. People try and show off to each other. It's an ego thing. How much poison or intoxication they can intake and stay, functional.
Yeah.
Like who's the last people are drinking, who's the last one standing, who can drink the most and still not fall asleep or whatever, and in college, they'll try and eat like more hamburgers than anyone else. They'll stuff themselves, and it's like it hurts them, but they want to show off that they can hurt themselves more than anyone else.
Yeah, and Lord Shiva is never intoxicated by even consuming those things. He is always in his position, balanced position. First of all, he never does that. It is people are just imitating and then spreading this wrong, false knowledge. And these people here, this is also another kind of foolishness, that who can survive and remain calm and patient even consuming so much intoxicant. This is nonsense. Ultimately, they get problem by doing that. So devotees are very smart. They will not involve in any kind of activities like that. They always think of Krishna. They always think of how can I do better to Krishna. They even give up their own personal pleasure or anything. They just simply think of Krishna. Manmana bhavamat bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Krishna is saying, yeah, instructing them. And they do. Anything else?
Is it true that I'm not sure if I heard this as a rumor or if it was truth, but I heard when Shiva was drinking the poison because he didn't want the living beings and entities to suffer, he held it in his throat with mystic yogic power, and so he danced the dance of destruction to destroy the poison and the effect. And when doing so, he would sweat. And when he would sweat, the sweat would fall to the earth or to the planetary plane, and would then grow. The ganja grew from his sweat and was only meant for him, which is to say everyone tries to consume the ganja, but it's because he could swallow all this poison and transmutate it that he was given this relief from the suffering. And so the only reason you should smoke the ganja is if you can drink all the poison of the world and transmutate it. Is that something that's from authorized?
That is, I heard that Lord Shiva hold that poison in his throat, and his throat turned out to blue, and his name became Nilakanta. Kanta means throat, Nila means blue. And then from his sweat, maybe it is coming from that. I have not heard that, but it could be true. But like onion, garlic, they started growing from the Amrit that dropped from the mouth of Rahu Ketu when their head was slain. So they are very medicinal value, very highly medicated subject. So our devotees will not consume onion, garlic because medication is not taken every day. But material people, they think, oh, it is very good medicine, so they take every day. Anyone who takes onion, garlic every day, they lose their memory very fast, sooner, and their aging is also reaching sooner. And because medication, like we have a doctor here, we don't take medicine every day. Only when we need. They have antioxidant properties, and if you have like a really burning, chest burning, if you like chew a few cloves of garlic, that go away. Devotee can take as a medication sometime, but we do not take regularly because also your mouth stinks when you come to the yes. So all these things that are growing in this all earth are some use. In Nepal, we have ganja naturally grows in the field, open field. Nobody grows, but it just naturally grows, and we take it as medication sometimes. If our cattle are sick, we also feed them ganja. It cures them. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All merciful Lord Shiva ki jai.